Okay. Yep. Another way of doing it. Being a bit of a pain in the ass. But we're figuring it out as we go along. So, if you have any tricks, or you have an idea? What is up, you shifts? My goodness. So it's been an interesting past couple days. So like I've mentioned to you guys before, or like you guys already saw a sneak peek of, is getting that nice, beautifully orange motorcycle. And what I'm trying to do today is pick up that bike. So to give you guys a little bit of backstory, my cousin just recently bought this motorcycle from another cousin of ours, his wife actually. Her father unfortunately passed away, so this motorcycle means more than you'd think to this woman. Understandably so. It's like she grew up with it. Her father used to ride it around. She actually has like a beautiful baby picture of her on the back of the motorcycle. And it's very endearing. And what she wanted to try and figure out, I was like, all right, well, after a couple years of having the bike, you know, soon after her father passed, she was trying to figure out, well, what should I do with this motorcycle? And her husband and her gave it some thought. I think it was, as best as I understand, they gave it some thought to actually keep the bike, probably work on it for the husband to go get, I think he already had his license. Yeah, he had his license, but just to put some work on the bike to get it riding. But they have a very big family. They're very busy. The kids are extremely active. So unfortunately, not a lot of time potentially even went into the bike, which is understandable. So my cousin comes into play, asks our cousin to say, hey, like, do you mind if I have the bike? And the contingency was that either my cousin's wife, right, the second cousin, my cousin's wife keeps the bike and they build it themselves and get it working, or they wind up selling it to a family member under the condition that that family member doesn't sell it, right? So my cousin honored that. He said like, hey, you know what? I'll keep the bike, I'll get it running, and I won't sell it to anybody else. So now my cousin is the proud owner of this bike. And I'm saying it very, you know, abstractly so that you guys can try and guess what that motorcycle is. So with that being said, it's been a little bit of a trouble to try and get the bike from where we need it to be. So now, after contacting AAA a couple times to get the bike picked up and stuff like that, unfortunately AAA does have a rule where they do not pick up unregistered or uninsured motorcycles just yet, which I completely understand, I completely get, I respect it. God forbid something happens to the bike, they wind up becoming liable, so it's just like, just get rid of it completely. So at that point, it's just like, all right, well, we were able to get it to the mechanic from upstate, roughly upstate New York, all the way down to Dover, New Jersey at Manix Motorcycles, or Manix Cycle Repair. So they've had it. We got some of the work done to it. So some of that work that needed to be done was we needed new tires because the bike had been sitting for years. We needed brand new tires. We got, 3-hole oil change because it has 3 different fluids for the year. It's a 1985 and it has an Evo engine. So it needed 3 different liquids for the oil. We got spark plugs, a new battery for the bike. We got, what else was it? Spark plugs, new battery. We also went to the extent of getting the belt checked out, like the tensioning of the belt, and also to see just what is the actual durability of the belt, because it's just been sitting, so it could have some wear and tear at that point. So we wanted to check that to make sure. And then we also got the gas tank bled out completely, and then they put in new gasoline just to make sure that the fuel was fresh, because I was probably not stable anymore from being in the bike for a little while. And what was the last thing? Yeah, I think it was all that. It was like 5 or 6 ticket items that we needed to get done with the bike just to get it running. And right now it's running. We brought it to them this past Sunday. They got the work done Wednesday, and here we are Saturday. I'm actually on my way to U-Haul to go pick up a trailer and bring the bike back home myself, and it's gonna wait my cousin's arrival. So I'm gonna have the bike for a few weeks until my cousin gets home so that he can finally you know, get the bike registered, get it insured and stuff like that, just so he can wind up taking it home, quite honestly. So it's really exciting. I do plan on doing a test ride on this bike very soon. Again, with the weather and it getting into the fall, it may be a little bit tricky because of the rain, the leaves and stuff like that, because, you know, we need traction. But the sound bite of this motorcycle, which I'll put here, it just sounds absolutely amazing. It sounds so good. Just listen to that. Believe me, it sounds way better in person. It sounds way better in person. But with that being said, I can't wait to ride the bike, give you guys an in-depth review. I'm gonna try and do some studying, some history about the bike. I have a little bit of knowledge with it, but not too much. So I can give you guys like a raw impression of the motorcycle, and then also give you guys a little bit of history around it and why this bike is so special to, you know, just the community of riders that it's involved with. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. We're gonna go pick up a trailer, get it hitched, put it on the back of the trailer, drive it all the way back home, and just keep it kind of like in storage for the next week or so until my cousin gets back, because we can't ride it, unfortunately, which makes sense. So at that point, it's gonna be like a nice little exciting story, and I just want to showcase that with you guys too, for all the motorcycle enthusiasts out there, even car enthusiasts that love motorcycles, or even if you're just wanting to come across this page, honestly, just for the sheer activity of what I'm doing. It's just awesome. It's absolutely awesome. I'm just really happy that I get to be a part of it. So please stay tuned. I'm going to show you just essentially what we get into today, on what we are doing and how to pick up this motorcycle. It'll be my second time ever driving a trailer. So this is going to be interesting. My first experience was up in Maine like 5 or 6 years ago, trailering a jet ski of my friends. So I'm glad I have some experience, but not too much. Thank God I know my dimensions. Thank God I know my dimensions. So stay tuned, and this is gonna be really exciting.
And that's a 2-inch, right?
What?
2-inch?
6.
No, the ball. 2? What is it?
Says 2, yeah.
Perfect. Yep. There's a pin right underneath. You're gonna stick your hand underneath and then twist it as far as it goes out. Yep.
How do I know this is locked on though?
No, let me see. You know, try to move up. Sometimes when they pull up the car, it'll just drop down on the ball.
Really?
Yeah, just drop off.
Hi.
Oh, I don't know if you want to do that for the shadow. You want to do that?
What?
So now you're gonna put your hand underneath here.
It's locked on?
Yep. And then you're just gonna crisscross the chains.
As you could tell, I've hooked many a trailer in my day. Not
I'm
at
like,
all.
I'm
This is my
supposed
first
to do
time.
it, but I don't know how much you want me to do for the video. I don't know.
Listen, it's as long as you're okay. That's why I asked permission. Like, if you're okay with being in it, you could do the hookup. I don't know. This is my first time doing this. So.
Okay, yeah. All right. So
I've driven a trailer, but I've never hooked it up myself. I just can follow directions pretty well.
Good. And then you're gonna put that right in the socket for the lightning. Yep.
You
have a newer socket, which is good. Because they all pretty much is gonna change to that soon, I'm hoping. But I learned something today. You taught me something.
Which is?
Because I'm like the 7 to the 4-way.
And then we get to test to see if the lights work.
Yes.
Can you hop in the front, please?
Yeah.
Just don't take it away, obviously.
Let's take one final picture of the connection, and you guys are all set to go.
There she is. Thank God I paid them already. Pray to God this same exact problem that we ran into last time.
What?
It's the same exact problem that we ran into last time, but it wouldn't turn on.
So then they didn't fix it right.
Unless...
Is the fuel on?
Yeah, it's on.
Has it been on? So it was never turned off?
Hold on. No, hold on. No, I think they turned the fuel off, that's why.
Oh, it wants to start.
They turned the fuel off, that's why. What? Just turn it off.
This is what we call the walk of shame, right?
Is this loudness approved?
That's when you say, hey, my love will nowhere near the end. There'll come a day, hey, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet.
I'll be honest with you, this is my first time trying this out. Like, I've had these for years, but never had a tone with it. It's the first time trying it out. Being a bit of a pain in the ass. But we're figuring it out as we go along. Do you have any tricks? Do you have an idea?
This life is heavy, we can overload. Like every door I see is shut.
I'm trying to make sure that
But when we sink into our deepest low, we've got nowhere to go but up. It's when you say, hey, my love will nowhere near the end. There'll come a day, hey.
I just had an opportunity to ride the BS4, that is a V2S 1100. Scared the hell out of me. Scared the hell out of me. They're like, I want to learn about this. I want to get a sport bike like that. Again, I greatly appreciate the help, man. Thank you very much. It's finally up. Finally up. Here we go. Much. My cousin did. He got a 1985 FXR. Yeah, so.
Something big was down the road. I really thought I'd have it all by now. Not be a failure if I don't. That's when you say, hey, my love will nowhere near the end. There'll come a day, hey, I swear you ain't seen nothing yet. So I went down to the water and found my fate, because I don't wanna be stuck in the good old
days. So we got it done. Yeah, it took a while. It took a couple hours to get the bike, as you guys saw. But it's all well and done. first time ever putting a bike on a trailer, first time trailering a bike, first time ratchet strapping everything down. As you guys saw, another gentleman by the name of Jerry came out to actually help us, so that was really nice. So I enjoyed every single bit of it. I definitely enjoyed every single bit of it. And it was a good experience. It was a good experience. I'm glad that I have the resources for it. I'm glad that U-Haul, you know, has motorcycle trailers. Unfortunately, they don't have chucks, like wheel locks, I guess is the best way of explaining it. So it's kind of like a little divot in the front of the trailer to keep the wheel in place. So it was a little challenging. It was a little challenging from there, but it all got done. You know, just having the people around to help was definitely good, because if it was by myself, I mean, that would have been a little bit more of a struggle. It's just at least holding the bike up and everything. It definitely would have been frustrating, and it would have taken a lot longer. So I'm glad that, you know, everyone was able to help as much as possible. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the content. Please keep tuning in every single week. Trying my best to upload all these videos, get through them, and put out content for you guys of just stuff that I surely enjoy. And I'll put out eventually a video of a ride and review for this motorcycle. We just got to get it registered, insured. And then hopefully now the next project on this bike is to focus on the timing of the engine, like gas and the air mixture, because it's running a little bit rich, I think it is, or a little rich. So you can hear it in the bike that it's not timed properly. It's not timed properly, so we need to fix that. But again, all in time. It is a 1985. It has been sitting for a while, so this is all stuff to be expected with the bike. But I'm just glad it turns over. You guys get a nice sound bite from it. Hopefully you enjoy hearing it just as much as me. And yeah, let's just have our fingers crossed on this one. Have our fingers crossed, definitely. So, but I'll catch you guys on the next one. I will catch you guys on the next one. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to put down in the comments any tips and tricks you guys might have in terms of trailering bikes, honestly, because it was my first time ever doing it. So let me know if you guys have any tips and tricks. I'd be more than happy to learn from you guys. Thankfully, everything was a success. The bike didn't drop or anything like that. So please feel free as a community to let me know what it is that you guys do to trailer bikes and what's the easiest way. And also just start the conversation and let other people know. Maybe other people want help with tying down a bike and they just don't know how. So one of these days I'll create a video like that. But for now, please, community, do your thing. So I'll catch you guys next time. Have a good one.